Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to Wapakoneta for tonight's WBL soccer match between our guests, the St. Mary's Rough Riders, and your Wapakoneta Lady Skins. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. So in order to honor America, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. The Board of Education.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Rider Nation Station production as we are trying out live feed for girls soccer tonight. My name is Doug Spencer. Alongside me, Dave. Thanks for helping out, and really looking forward to your soccer expertise as we have a big rivalry game tonight between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Wapakoneta Redskins.
I'm glad to be here. It should be a great game. These two are natural rivals, and I know Coach Four and Coach Wilson will have both teams prepared.
Right now we are going through the announcements of what we need to do to be good sportsmen and dealing with COVID in 2020 with sports, and it's just good that we're able to get out here and have our girls and guys playing sports for this 2020-2021 school season. Doing the announcements right now, number 2, Tabby Nouse. Number 6, Kendall Daringer. Number 7, Elena Minker. Number 8, Peyton Wilson. Number 14, Maddie Anthony. Number 15, Ella Jacobs. Number 22, Emma Burt. Number 24, Ariel Fast. Number 25, Katie Lucas. Number 36, Lily Anchorman. And in the goal, number 1, senior Kylie Tennant. Coached by Nick Wilson, assistants Jeff James, Ashley Falk, and Kelly Wilker. Rough Riders wearing the white jerseys with gold numerals. Now for the Wapakoneta Redskins, number 2, McCain Ambus. Number 3, Hannah Wood. Wearing number 6, Corin Wilder. Number 11, Michaela Bailey. Number 14, Riley Pack. Number 15, Marissa Rainey. Number 18, Audrey Sparks. Number 20, Erica Lisi. 26, Audrey Fallon. Number 30, Hayden Lawrence. And in goal, number 97, Allie Wilson. Mike Four is the head coach for the Lady Redskins. Assistant Sarah Lawrence, Megan Steinke, and Samantha Tromboli. Well, Dave, we've got all of the starting announcements taken care of and introduction to the players. It's time to play soccer.
Absolutely, and we've got a couple freshmen playing for Walpock. It'll be interesting to see how they handle this rivalry game.
And one for St. Mary's and Ariel Fast as well.
Absolutely.
Thanks to Brad Rex for allowing us to come to Harmon Stadium, a beautiful new press box and home side stands. And it's quite the accommodations here by Athletic Director Mr. Brad Rex.
It's a beautiful facility, and it's a great night for soccer. And this being the first live broadcast of soccer in the WBL is fantastic to be at.
Yeah. glad to be a part of that, and hope all is going well in Rider Nation Station. Taking a look at this as the ball rolls out by the Redskins, throw in by Kendall Daringer.
Neither team's been able to get good possession yet. I'm interested to see if they can get it together. Right now, we're just banging around in the middle.
And Dave, typically, what do you see in a high school team as far as it's starting off and when they actually start really gelling and taking possession of the game and playing the way it's supposed to be?
St. Mary's is right now trying to get it going to the outside. They did a really good job of getting wide. Now they got in the middle. Hopefully they can get a shot off here. Should be a shooter. There we go. Inside. Nice setup. Walpock's playing good defense. Got some speed on defense for Walpock also.
Looks like it rolled out on Wapak, so we're going to have a throw in for the Rough Riders. Maddie Anthony tosses it in, finds Elena Minker.
Good give and go there. Very good. Into the middle. Dangerous whenever you can get it in the middle like that.
Peyton Wilson controlling the ball.
Walpock is definitely staying back pretty strong.
Beautiful night here in Wapakoneta. Great night for soccer, and changed the venue from the soccer field to the football stadium because the COVID restrictions on the number of people that can get to the soccer field, and nice place to play soccer at.
Absolutely, and the crowd is spread out nice, and everybody's wearing their masks, so it's a nice setup tonight for the game.
Absolutely. People want to see sports played and abiding by it. Throw in by the Redskins.
Yep, we want to play, so we need to make sure we stay by the rules and do the things we need to. And nice build up by Walpock. And see how St. Mary's plays out of the back.
Kylie Tennant, the goalkeeper, rolls it out to Daringer.
Nice.
Daringer to Emma Burt.
Oh, looking good. They got runners down the middle. See if they're going to go over the top. They do to the far side. Nice ball. Nice ball. A little unlucky, but a nice ball. Nice. Saved it by St. Mary's.
Lana Maker.
St. Mary's is being very patient. They're building up nicely. Walpock is just trying to clear. They're not trying to get possession back. They're just trying to clear their end.
Walpock on the attack, crossing midfield now after taking over possession from St. Mary's. Looks like the ball is going to stay in, and she tried to save it, kicks it out, going to result in a St. Mary's goal kick for number 1, Kylie Tennant.
I'm trying to verify Walpock's formation, but they do look like they're in a 4-4-2. So they keep pushing up their outside mids, but it looks like they're playing a traditional 4-4-2.
And let's go ahead and explain that a little bit, Dave. What's a 4-4-2?
4-4-2 is 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 forwards. It's a traditional high school. Nice breakaway opportunity over the top. See if she can finish. A little high.
Shot by Lillian Ackerman just over the crossbar. Got a first goal attempt. Going to result in a goal kick for Allie Wilson.
And it's a typical high school formation. St. Mary's right now is playing a 4. Looks like almost a 4.
Looked like she was winding up for a shot.
Cross in. Nicely played by the keeper.
Allie Wilson it away. Doesn't find any of her teammates, controlled by the back line of St. Mary's. Kendall Daringer on the run with the ball.
Walpock's playing pretty deep. That one over the top got them. They're backing up. They're starting almost at their 25-yard line on defense, not coming up the half. So,
errant pass controlled by the Redskins. They're back across midfield with the attack. Again, stopped by that defensive line by the Rough Riders, intercepted by the Redskins.
Could be a little bit of nerves. Some of the passing hasn't been real crisp yet. We'll just have to see as the game goes on.
So we've got our first offsides call, Dave, and it's 2 things I want you to talk about here. What is offsides? And then the referee's going to hold his hand up for an indirect kick. And what does that mean?
For offside means that you have to have at least 2 defenders, and it doesn't need to be the goalie, just 2 defenders between you and the goal when the ball is kicked. The reason he holds his hand up is indirect kick means it has to be touched by somebody else before it can go in the goal.
So if for whatever reason the ball would be kicked and ends up in the goal without touching another offensive player, that goal is negated.
Negated, and it starts with a goal kick. And it can be the goalie. If the goalie tries to catch it and it goes through their hands and goes in, it counts. But if the goalie just stands there and watches it, it'll be a goal kick.
So there's some good information / trivia for people wanting to become soccer aficionados listening to this broadcast. Thanks to Coach Dave Ring.
Hopefully, as the season goes on, we can get some questions and do some answers of things that they see during the game, and I'll try to give as much knowledge as I can.
Absolutely.
And there's going to be some times this season where I don't know what happened because referees can be unpredictable.
Number 24, Ariel Fast, moments ago, fired back for a shot, got blocked. Now Walpock's getting across midfield. Number 20, Erica Lisi, trying to control it for the Redskins. But that defensive line for St. Mary's has been quite formidable thus far.
They're holding a nice line. They're playing a flat four, and they're doing a very good job.
And holding the line has to be a little bit tricky because you kind of want to move with the offense, but you don't, correct?
Correct. Especially when the
just instinct, you would want to move with the offense,
right? And you have to discipline it's the movement of the ball and the movement of the players are going to dictate what you want to do. So instead of just dropping straight back and defending, working as a group, and St. Mary's is doing a very, very nice job of it.
So that throw-in was kicked out by the Redskins, resulting in a throw-in. Looks like Katie Lucas for the Rough Riders. Maddie Anthony for the Rough Riders.
Nice. Let's see what they're going to do.
Tabby Nouse.
Got the outside. Nope.
Gets the ball taken away.
Good play by Walpock. Nice defensive one-on-one.
Peyton Wilson doing a nice job there. So that was a nice step in by Katie Lucas. Finally, the Rough Riders control it with Tabby Nouse making the pass over, but again, taken away by the Redskins.
St. Mary's is playing a really high line. They're holding their line high. Well, I'm interested to see if Walpock starts playing some over the top. They've been patient trying to pass through, but we'll see if they start playing over the top.
Kicked out by the Redskins, should be a throw-in for the Rough Riders. Dave, a question. Katie Lucas had stepped in, and then she kind of went into the offensive mode, but she's on the defensive back line. So what happens in that instance where she goes from defense and now she's kind of an offensive threat?
It's every coach's dream is to have your outside backs at every level being able to get up in the attack because it gives you numbers up. And usually when a defender can come up on, especially the outsides, they don't have anybody to mark them or account for them. So it gives you extra attacker that's not accounted for. So it's great advantages, but it leaves you a little on the counter attack.
That's what I wanted to just talk about there. Yes.
But if your three back are shifted over and compensating for it, and you're playing that style, it should work out well. So, and St. Mary's is doing a nice job of shifting when the ball's on the left side, the left back goes up. When the ball's on the right side, the right back goes up. So they're doing a nice job of getting that extra support.
Ricocheted off of a Rough Rider shin guard, going to be a throw-in for the Redskins. Off of a shoulder of the Redskins, controlled by Tabby now. She is on the run with the dribble, goes to the right side. Passes off to the freshman, Ariel Fast. Ariel dribbling, finds Tabby. Loses control of it. Peyton Wilson coming to take control.
There's a lot of hustle on both teams. Nice work from Walpock to get out of that.
So that's a nice jump to the ball by Kendall Daringer right there.
And she's jumped up to the attack, and another midfielder has dropped back, and they still have four defenders back, so they're protecting themselves. That was very, very well done by St. Mary's.
Elena Maker tries to take a shot, and one bounce and scooped up by the goalie. It's going to be out against the Redskins. I apologize to Rider Nation Station. I am running the camera and talking, and sometimes I can't do both at the same time, so might get a little jerky as I try to catch back up with the action here.
St. Mary's is definitely looking to hold possession and get their opportunities from the outside, which is really nice. Again, they go wide.
There's something I would like for you to talk about. The ball was in, but the offensive player was out, and that's acceptable?
Absolutely. The best way to explain this rule versus football or other ones, the only thing that matters is the ball. The ball has to completely cross the line. So if the player's out of bounds, as long as the ball's in bounds, it doesn't matter. Same way with when it's in the goal, it has to be completely across the line. It can be if it's not completely across the line, it's not a goal. And also on throw-ins, you'll see players with their feet on the line throwing it in. As long as their feet are touching that line, they're okay.
Okay.
So
unlike the sport of basketball, where your big toe hits the line,
absolutely,
it's a dead ball going the other way.
The line is part of the field in soccer. So, and it makes it interesting because soccer is one of the only sports where the field dimensions are not uniformed.
Correct.
St. Mary's Field will be totally different than Walpock's Field and so forth. So it takes a little getting used to when you're the visiting team.
So playing on a football field like this, Dave, is this the longest dimensions that you would have?
No, their actual field that they have here in Walpock Ryan Field is 120. Ours is 118 in St. Mary's, so they're pretty close. But this is 65 wide, where Walpock is 75 wide, and Rough Rider Field is 70 wide. So, but this is
so Walpock's regular soccer field is
75.
70.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's huge. Yeah, it's 120 by 75, where Rough Rider Field is 118 by 70.
Daringer with the throw in, trying to find fast.
And that is what's unique about soccer, not having that uniformity. The rules basically say, as long as you stay within this size range, you can have it. So, and everybody takes advantage of it, basically on the facilities that they have.
And as we travel around the WBL, like Salina would have a narrower,
and they got the drop offs there
on
the
corners.
Yeah, a lighter, the whole one side falls off.
Yeah, so you are correct that there are different fields, and you've got to really kind of adjust play from what you know from your home field to
absolutely
when you travel to some of these different places that have different dimensions.
You used to go to Van Wert, and it was the smallest field in the league, and you could punt it from one end to the other. You know, it's like taking a shot on goal every time you punted. So definitely, it changes the way you play. This is a big long field, and it's at 65. It's plenty wide.
And a little bit of a collision there as Wilson scoops the ball up, and maybe Maddie Anthony was trying to get one last touch there.
St. Mary's is definitely,
maybe Emma Burt.
Yes, St. Mary's is definitely dominating possession right now. We'll see if they can keep that patience and keep shooting away.
You know, talking about different dimensions, the hike up to the top of the press box. It would have been nice to have an elevator because this is up there. And it's not as far up as what Defiance's is.
No.
They've got a stadium, home side stadium, that is really high elevation.
But the view up here is fantastic.
Oh, we are standing on top of the press box and basically the camera platform. And Brad Rex had given us the option of going into the press box, but it's going to be best, since I'm doing both roles here, to be up top, and it is just a beautiful spot to videotape from. Well done, Wapakoneta.
And so far the referees have let them play. I love this portion when referees sort of haven't noticed them yet.
Yeah, I think the only thing we've really had is one offsides call,
which was a very good call. So St. Mary's again. Nice through.
There's Lillian Anchorman.
See if she can get it across.
Lillian takes a shot. It's going to hit the left post, and it's going to bounce out, resulting in a goal kick for Allie Wilson once she finally retrieves that ball.
St. Mary's is doing a really good job of playing wide. I like that, and see if they can get it back into the middle a little bit more with runs. So because Walpock isn't pulling their defense up where St. Mary's can go over the top very much, and St. Mary's is dominating possession, so it's not really an option. We'll see how their half court set is.
Is that number 14?
It looks
Yep,
like
Maddie Anthony.
Yep.
Maddie Anthony. Looks like she maybe got called for a foul and resulting in a direct kick. The referee does not have his arm up. And so if that ball would happen to go in without touching anybody, that does count as a goal.
That does count. Absolutely.
Kylie Tennant coming out to retrieve that ball, and she's going to punt away or throw away. She'll take the punt option.
Very nice punt. Nice. Opportunity. Walpock has done a really good job. They're spacing about 7, almost 8 people to St. Mary's attacking 4. So they're definitely staying behind the ball. They're not committed to the attack yet.
Elena Minker to Maddie Anthony, trying to find Tabby Nouse, but Walpock steps up real nicely, fires it down. Katie Lucas stops it over to Emma Burt, finds Kendall Daringer on the right side. She's on the run, passes over to Peyton Wilson, tries to get her into the speedster senior. Tabby Nouse dribbled out of bounds by the Redskins, going to have a throw in for St. Mary's.
St. Mary's is looking to get on the outside and turn their outside back so they can get across and get crosses in the box. Been doing well down the left side and not so much yet down the right side, but they're still going to it. So that's really good.
Audrey Sparks is able to get a foot on it and kick it out of bounds. Going to result in another throw in for number 2, Tabby Nouse. Ariel Fast steps back onto the pitch after she was subbed for a moment. Controlled by Maddie Anthony. Finds Peyton Wilson in the middle to Lillian Ankerman. Lillian with a nice pass to
Great
the
idea.
cutting Allie Will, I believe.
Nice.
Lydia Will, I believe.
Ball control right now is really good.
Anthony, Dave, do you call that a shot or was that a pass attempt or what do you call that?
I think it was more of a pass attempt, but in the scorebook, it'll go down as a shot because the keeper had to make a save. If they don't, it goes in.
Gotcha.
So, but I don't believe that she was shooting. So.
So we talked about the referees and kind of having some silent whistles. We've had a couple fouls here. And Dave, I'm going to try to get a picture of this referee. Sometimes I see him in green shirts. Sometimes I see him in yellow shirts. Sometimes I see him in red shirts. Is there any significance of the color shirts?
No, that is a great question, and I've heard a lot of people wondering why they wear what color for which game. If I remember correctly, we have 5 shirts that they can wear. And basically the referees look and decide by what the colors of the teams are on what's going to set off the best.
They want the biggest contrast from the 2 colors that are playing.
Absolutely. Okay. And they try to stay away from the colors that the keepers are wearing. So if the keepers are both wearing yellow, and the teams are blue, they'll wear a red shirt, or they'll wear the traditional black. They also have the blue and they have this green. So,
okay.
And sometimes it comes down to one ref's only got 3 of them. So it's going to be one of those 3 colors.
So no vertical black and white stripes like in football and basketball.
No.
And soccer always has to be different, don't they, Dave?
Most definitely. Most definitely. And sometimes it's what makes the game a little difficult for the newer parents to the game to understand, because soccer is definitely a little bit different when it comes to everything from the referees to what we're traditionally used to here in the United States.
One more conversation about the referees is it appears that they've got headsets on. And what's the rationale for that?
So that they can communicate on a close call, so they're both on the same page. When you got 2 of them who have the ability to blow the whistle, you want to make sure that you both understand what it was to call, because they're seeing it from two different angles. And one may see one thing and one may see the other. So the headsets, I think, is a great idea, and it helps. If it was a traditional one referee in the middle and two on the sides, it really helps them there to communicate with the center referee when there's only a single whistle.
And you don't often see too much in regular season play the three official squad, do you?
No, we don't. It's one of the things that you won't really see until the playoffs, and a lot of it has to do is we need officials, and that's the hardest thing. And so anybody listening, it's good money. Please think about it and become a referee. It would definitely help the area and help the programs.
Yeah, we got a nice little plug in for people to become soccer officials. We had a substitution, and I believe number 11, Krista Rupert, is in for the Rough Riders. Krista is a sophomore.
Doing a nice job. St. Mary's gets their possession. They know what they want to do. They just can't get that final pass to get the open shot.
And playing on this field, a difference that I notice, I do the public address for the boys team. When they're on the same side, you definitely know who the subs are.
Yes.
So I've missed a couple subs because I'm not looking all the way across field at the cone with the flag to see if we have anybody that is standing there. So, just another different nuance of playing at the football field.
Absolutely. And we're going to, throughout the season, depending on how teams do this, I'm interested to see Salina game is in Salina, where they'll play because of the limited seating that's at their field. With Rough Rider Field, I believe it's big enough to accommodate with the covert, so that's going to help.
Had a nice crowd last night, probably the capacity crowd for Rough Rider Field with the restrictions that have been put in place by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Kicked out by the Redskins. Dave, I don't know that there's a true time of possession in soccer, but I think overwhelmingly right now that the Riders have outpossessed the Redskins at this juncture.
Oh, definitely, and it's one of the stats in soccer that can be misleading. There's a lot of times you'll see a game where 80% of the possession was the one team, and then they lose 1-0.
Right.
So but St. Mary's definitely is got the majority of possession. They're doing a good job, and they're staying in Walpock's end. But Walpock is being patient. They're trying to work out. They've gotten better in the last 10 minutes on trying to build up, and they're doing a nice job on this possession, looking to go inside. And St. Mary's is doing a good job to keep their line high and jump the passes.
Intercepted by number 9, Carissa Ayers for the Redskins. Tries to make the pass out to number 3, Hannah Wood. Rolls out, going to be a throw-in for the Rough Riders.
That's something that St. Mary's can take advantage of. If Walpock keeps playing so deep, as we get closer, they can do some throw-ins over the top and not be offsides, because you can't be offsides on a throw-in.
So you cannot be offsides on a throw-in.
Absolutely not.
And if you have somebody that has a strong throw-in, it's a game changer. And I go back to the game, Dave. Help me, regional final game.
Absolutely.
That kid was just an automatic weapon with his throws. Basically, they were going into the box every time from.
Oh, great opportunity. Should be. Oh, he's going to go with a goal kick. Yeah, throw-ins can be a great advantage. The Bay had a great player. Austin Wilker played for me.
Throw.
Oh my goodness! And then when the Pulich twins played for Ottawa Glandorf, talk about some guys that could throw the ball.
Yeah, they could do about everything. Jeez, that was a shot attempt by number 24, the freshman Ariel Fast, resulting in a goal kick for Allie Wilson for Wapakoneta. Yeah, the throw is just a tremendous weapon.
Absolutely. And St. Mary's is, especially on the girls' side, they've done a good job of taking advantage of their throws. They throw the ball in well, and they throw it in with a good purpose. Nice St. Mary's if I can get it back outside. Yep. There you go. They're definitely focused on trying to get it around to the ends and bring it across.
It's going to be out on the Redskins, throw in.
And something our fans may notice, there's no ball boys or ball girls. So some of these out of bounds are going to take longer because Ohio High School doesn't want people touching the ball. So they're trying to limit it to just the players.
Gotcha.
And you see it in football where the center now has the ball.
Right.
So it's going to take some longer. You're going to see some things going on that normally wouldn't. Ball boys and girls. Well, they don't have them. So it's trying to keep everybody safe.
Nice step in by Ariel Fast. Tabby Nouse back there. Ariel Fast over to Manker.
Nice build up again. Yeah, through the middle.
Riders were on the attack in number 34, Wapakoneta. Hayden Lawrence steps in and tries to chase down her
St. Mary's will get their corner kick. We'll see.
And just what you were talking about, Dave.
That's headed down to the parking lot. Yeah, exactly.
That might make it into the restroom there. But another ball did come in play. The referee kicked it in. So it looks like Elena Minker.
Good ball across.
Was a good ball. No Rough Rider there. Wilson fires it. Stopped by number 15, Rainey, and cleared out wisely by the Redskins, resulting in another throw-in for St. Mary's. I don't know if we're this far away or those numerals for St. Mary's just don't stick out real great. So it is a little difficult to tell you who's doing what. Wilson tries to take a shot. Stopped by Wapakoneta.
2 weeks ago, I told you it was my glasses, but I got new ones this week, so we should be good to go.
And I go see Dr. Price tomorrow, so hopefully it's not my eyeballs. But we are up here, that's for certain.
Oh, nice opportunity.
Lillian tries to get that ball turned with a shot that goes wide right, resulting in another goal kick for Allie Wilson.
Woolpark doesn't seem panicked. They've been on the heels most of the half, and they're showing quite a bit of confidence. So hopefully St. Mary's can continue to keep pressing them and get some opportunities.
That goal kick goes directly out. It's going to result in a throw-in for number 2, Tabby Nouse.
Good cross. Nobody home.
Throws it, kicks over into the awaiting hands of Wilson. And Dave, let's talk about the throw. And that time, it was bounced.
Yes.
And what's the advantage, disadvantage of bouncing it versus just throwing it up in the air?
Well, anytime you can bounce it or keep it on the ground, it's easier for you to control with your feet instead of having to use your body to control it. And anytime you have a chance to give your teammate an easier ball to play, that's what you want to do. And that's the object of playing it that way, is so it's easier for them to receive.
Able to bring you this broadcast.
Historic broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I mean, being around soccer all these years, to have a live soccer game telecast is fantastic. I don't like the circumstances of COVID-19, but to have a game live broadcast is awesome.
Hopefully I'm not having technical difficulties right now.
I haven't received any text complaining yet.
I'm going to go wide. I got to take a look at something.
Right now, Walpock's trying to get it down in St. Mary's ends. Faulty pass outside. We'll see how St. Mary's builds from the back again. I really like what they've been doing, especially looking to their outsides. They've been patient and really We're still
Here we come back.
There we go. Sorry for that. You didn't miss much. Hopefully, you could still see St. Mary's did have one opportunity.
Repair clip. No. Come on.
All right. We off again?
We're still back on.
All right. St. Mary's is doing a really good job trying to get it. They should get a corner kick out of this. Let's see how they do on their set play. Usually on set plays, there's the things they've practiced throughout the week, and hopefully they can score. It's a great opportunity to score on these corner kicks. So we'll see how it goes.
Do you want to get it on the ground, Dave, or do you want to get it in the air? Or it just depends.
It depends on how whether they're playing zonal. In the air, that's the only bad thing that can happen on the corner kick. It doesn't come into play.
Yeah.
Anything else, you never know what's going to happen. It just depends on how it goes. Through the years, I used to play it always in the middle and look for headers, and then we went to short corners because we had better opportunities. So it just depends on what your team does well.
All righty, bear with us in 20 seconds to go, and going to have to call back to Rider Nation Station executive producer Rich Spencer to find out what's going on with my camera. Right now, I can't see because I've got a control data error display that's covering up my view. So
nice save by the keeper to come out. Wapak is getting an opportunity. Nicely broke up by St. Mary's again. Good job.
Deflected out.
Good quick throw to the feet. Makes it easy for the teammate. There you go. They can start their attack. Look at that. Nice build up. Very nice. St. Mary's building up, looking, see if they're going to go center or wide. Decided to go center. Nice opportunity.
And scooped up by Allie Wilson, the goalkeeper for Wapakoneta.
They definitely had opportunities outside. She was open, but Wapak did a good job of shutting it down the middle. All right. Well, let's see how they handle this. Couple errant passes by Wapak. Every time they try to work out like that, they're not connecting their passes.
Wilson to Anthony. Anthony finds Anchorman. Anchorman likes to score.
Oh, shooter.
She coughs up to Elena Manker, who shoots it, and it's going to be caught by Allie Wilson.
Try to bear with us. This again, we're trying to get our technical difficulties and call the game. So we'll do our best.
Kind of shooting us a little bit in the blind until I get that message off.
Yep. Hopefully, as the season goes on, we'll get some of these taken care of and give you a little bit more professional Rider Nation station. So, but bear with us. All right, Wapak with a free kick. Yeah. St. Mary's is doing a good job to try to clear it out of the back. Oh, nice ball, nice ball. She gets to it first.
A little bit of a collision right at midfield.
It was a 50-50 ball, and the referee's not calling it was the right call. It wasn't, I don't know which one you call on that.
And
So.
Good clear by Nikane Ambos as Lillian Ackerman was getting prepared to drive into the goal.
Nice. Good cross. Nobody home for St. Mary's. They're doing a good job, but I haven't noticed that their forwards aren't attacking up when they're crossing the ball yet. So hopefully they'll work on that at halftime.
Manker.
Nice ball outside. Let's see if
looks for Anchorman. Anchorman gets it on the left side inside the box and deflected out. No, it stays in. Nice job by Ambos.
Just unlucky there. Unlucky. Old trying to build up the attack. St. Mary's did a good job defending it, and they're back to it.
Deep.
Yep.
Trying to find Ariel fast there, and just a little bit of a miscue and scooped up by Allie Wilson. 2:30 to go in this first half of action at Wapakoneta Harmon Field.
I think both coaches will have an opportunity to make some adjustments. I'll be interested to see if Walpock comes out of their shell a little bit, or they stay there and are happy with a tie, because they're playing well on defense.
Nice footwork by Anchorman. Tries to find Maddie Anthony to the left side. Stolen by Hannah Wood. She's on the run. Stopped by Maddie Anthony, and Maddie Anthony is going to be assessed with that penalty.
Yep, Walpock's taking their time, and like I said, I think Coach Four is happy with his young squad to be where he's at right now. So,
what'd you say? 2 freshmen were starting for the
two freshmen.
Redskins?
2 freshmen,
and I think 1 for St. Mary's. Yeah, so a lot of freshmen that are on the field right now on the pitch.
So they're young teams. So, but they got some good senior leadership on both. Nice ball through. There she goes. There's
Anchorman.
Nice ball back.
Back to fast, gets a foot on it, and
nice
it's going to go
play.
out.
What a great build-up and passing by St. Mary's, but got to give some credit to that Walpock young lady. That was nice hustle. Nice hustle.
Substitution for Wapakoneta.
Now, I haven't noticed. Is that Walpock's first sub?
It could be.
I haven't seen him sub yet. 30-some seconds left. I haven't been noticing them subbing at all.
Finds Anchorman, tries to scoop it over to Fast, but there's Tabby Nouse.
Again, St. Mary's trying to get that cross from the outside. They can't quite turn the ends.
Ooh, nice step up by Daringer.
Yep.
Daringer's an offensive threat of her own right.
Nice. And St. Mary's has done a really good job of keeping their shape and getting a defender to midfielder to fall back and cover her when she's up and making those attacks. Very well coached.
All righty.
Well, we were
40 minutes in the books. 0-0. We're just going to leave it on this nice skyline of Wapakoneta, looking at the Auglaize County Courthouse and St. Joe Church and the water tower, and try to fix the camera. In with us.
We'll
So this is my view.
welcome back to Harmon Field here, Mercy Health, Walpock Ford in Walpock, and getting ready for the second half. Both coaches had quite a bit conversations. Hopefully, they made some adjustments, and we'll see what's going on. I think St. Mary's needs to look to penetrate a little bit more inside. Outside is what they've been doing, and haven't been able to get that cross. We'll see if Walpock stays in the defensive posture that they were in the first half.
All right, I think we've got the camera issues taken care of, so I should be able to see a little bit better as I'm trying to find the action of play here. Was also instructed to zoom in just a tad more, that people were looking a little bit like ants, so we'll take care of that. And thanks for joining us here on Rider Nation Station. I'm Doug Spencer, alongside me, Coach Dave Ring. Glad to be bringing you live soccer for WBL, St. Mary's versus Walpock. We're tied, zilch. See whether or not the seal's going to be broke in the second half and who's going to strike first. Rough Riders possessing, as we talked in the first half. Rough Riders really possessed most of the time, but the Wapakoneta D did their job and kept the ball from hitting the back of the net.
Absolutely, they've done a good job. Yep. Now St. Mary's is looking a little bit more in the middle. Give and go.
Train wreck by two Redskins. Could have been dangerous, but Redskins come out cross midfield. But there is Katie Lucas.
Yep, Walpock's playing a little bit more direct. They're not trying to hold possession out of the back. So we'll see if that continues. St. Mary's is looking to the middle. They've been looking outside in the first half, and they're staying in the middle to see if they have any better luck. Nice ball. Good.
Maddie Anthony maybe strikes it through the uprights or behind. Kind of hard to tell, but that's not going to count in this game.
No, it'll be better for tonight if we can put them through the uprights.
There we go.
We're going to leave that to Coach Fry and the boys.
The goalie had to chase down that ball, and
it's definitely going to be talked about, especially by coaches and players, is how much time it's taking in between with the ball out of bounds right now without the assistance of ball boys and ball girls.
And that's a good segue into a topic I want to talk about is time in soccer. So at the varsity level, it's 40-minute halves, and I believe JV is 36-minute halves.
You're correct.
And the clock pretty much is continuously running, except for a few instances. And when does that clock stop, Dave?
The clock stops on goals, on injuries, and usually if there's yellow cards, red cards, or any type of issues during the game play, especially if things are taking wrong. And the other time it can stop is if there's some type of issue with the field itself that has to be taken care of. I've seen things fall on the field or fields get torn up to where they had to stop the clock while we repair the field. So those are the major reasons, and it's all controlled by the referees. They will tell the host team to stop the clock based on what's going on in the field.
And there is a science to utilizing that clock as it's running, especially if you're trying to maintain a lead late in the game. And it seems like you see some substitutions a little more frequently at that juncture. What's the science behind that?
The object is to try to run it down. But if you have some seasoned referees, they will keep both coaches honest at the end. But you'll see it, and it'll give you an idea. If we're still 0-0 late and Walpock is subbing, they're playing for the tie. That'll give you a good idea.
And I think now, if it is close, the referee could stop the clock for
Absolutely.
Substitutions.
The more seasoned referees in a close game like this will keep an eye on it, or they just won't let you sub. They'll just ignore the substitution. So
just a little too much on that pass for the Rough Riders, attempting to connect with Tabby Nouse. Goes out, and the Redskins will have the throw in.
And the coaches know, so they'll push it as far as the referees will let them. So referees clamp down, they'll quit subbing.
Kicked out by the Redskins. Maddie Anthony is going to throw in for St. Mary's.
Wapak is still struggling with this team of getting their possession up the field when they try to possess out of the back. They do a nice job of passing around, but they make that one errant pass and get St. Mary's hasn't been able to take advantage of it, just like that one.
Again, going to be a throw in for Maddie Anthony, number 14 for St. Mary's. Finds Minker. Back to Anthony. There's Wilson to Minker. Nice little possession going on right now with the Rough Riders. To the back line. Burt wants it a little give and go. Doesn't get it.
Back outside. See if she can, nope, couldn't save it. Right idea. Idea was good. St. Mary's still is passing to the outside, but they're committed more trying to go in the middle. And I think that's a good idea. We'll see how it turns out. I think Wapak has shown that their outside backs are pretty good. We'll see.
Could have been real dangerous right there.
Absolutely. Shot from the outside.
Into the awaiting hands of Allie Wilson. Fast strikes, but stopped by Wilson.
Yep, that was from almost 25 yards out. So
going to be last touch
by Wapak.
Throw in for St. Mary's. He reverses that call. It's going to be a throw in by number 11, Michaela Bailey for Wapak.
All right. He was watching a different game than I was watching.
This time we're going to go back St. Mary's way. Maddie Anthony.
Nice ball.
Trying to find Elena Manker. Gets a nice little
ball.
head pass to herself. Cleared out by Wapakoneta.
I'd like to see St. Mary's pick up the pace here and go quick. Go quick and keep Wapak, because Wapak's dropping everybody back again.
Anthony to number 15 for St. Mary's. Ella Jacobs all the way to the far side now.
Nice job. Now see if she get a good cross in the middle. Again, just that final key to the puzzle. They get the end turn and they're just not getting it to their forwards. Did a nice job of turning the end though.
St. Mary's possessing the ball. Wilson finds Minker right in the middle. She's got a double team. She gives it up. Wilson fires into the awaiting hands of Allie Wilson. Yep. Wilson has had a little bit of activity in tonight's contest.
Yep, those outside shots can be dangerous. They haven't had the pace, and they're shooting from almost 28 yards out. It's going to take a little bit more pace on them. But credit Wapak, they're limiting them the opportunities.
Right.
Wapak's done a good job of forcing them to shoot from the outside. So,
yeah, there's not been the rebound shot, the second and third attempts.
Nice job.
Nice pass.
Nice opportunity. Got one coming in the middle. Good ball outside.
It's going to be just a little too much velocity.
She
did get it saved.
And across in the middle. Just St. Mary's is too high. The crosses are coming across about the 6 or 8 yard line, and St. Mary's is a little high. They're not running onto it when the ball's crossed.
There might be a second chance opportunity. And there's going to be
PK. Yep. Going to call PK on that.
And a yellow card. So there was a collision. She, with no replay here, try to give it the best description. She bobbled it.
Yep.
And then the St. Mary's player
went to run across her. They collided after the ball had come through. The referee now she has to come out of the game.
Yep, because of the yellow card.
And they have to replace her with a different keeper. And it was a bang play. What the referee is seeing that he hit her, or that she hit her. That one was close.
Yep.
That one was close. But again, not only do they have a penalty kick, they're doing it with the backup keeper,
Right.
who now has to come in cold off the bench and try to stop this PK.
So Tabby Nouse, the senior, is lined up for the PK for St. Mary's. On the referee's whistle, she will go.
And she hit it high. She hit it high. Is it out, though? She catches it. It's still live ball. They can still score on this. Still an opportunity.
Fully.
Absolutely.
Much deserved.
What pressure, but I didn't want to jinx her.
I'll tell you what, that ball hit that crossbar.
Yep.
That went 20 feet in the air as soon as it did.
Well, and I was
and had the chance to come back down into the goal.
Right, and worried with the backup keeper actually not being able to catch it and have it go in. So
or catching it across the line too.
Absolutely. So I'll tell you, that was very exciting.
That was interesting. I've never seen a ball ricochet straight up in the air and as high as what it went.
I think I saw one YouTube one where it went up, the goalie celebrating, and then it comes back down and bounces into the back of the goal. You know, he thought he saved it and he didn't. So St. Mary's is getting. Oh, there's beautiful inside. That's what the change I'm seeing is. They're trying to play that inside between the two center backs, and I think it's a good idea if they can just get loose. Need the ball to come from behind the defender instead of in front. I think it's a good idea by St. Mary's, but haven't been able to execute it.
So we're still 0-0 here in the second half, 28-40 to go, as St. Mary's just puts a little too much mustard on that pass, goes out for a Wapak throw-in. And at Wapakoneta Field, 0-0. St. Mary's had an opportunity with a penalty kick.
Absolutely.
And came up empty.
And the other thing to keep in mind is now that keeper has a yellow card. If there should be another collision or another opportunity, or she has to come out and handballs or does anything, that she's going to get a red card. So,
and I would have to think that it's got to be a rarity in most situations for a goalie to get a yellow card. Obviously, it happens.
It does.
But you typically are going to see it more out in the field of play when things are getting a little chippy out there. But
it's usually on a breakaway opportunity like that where they're one-on-one, or it's a cross and they come out to punch the ball or something. That's usually when it happens. Or they get hot-headed.
There's some serious dribbling by Tabby.
Oh, that's a goal.
And she got that in.
Yeah, it was deflected off a Wapak player.
Oh, my goodness.
Deflected off a Wapak player.
Because it was a slow roller.
Yes.
The dribbling exhibition by Tabby Nouse was just unbelievable.
Yep.
And
it looked like it was going straight to the keeper, and then it deflected off the foot of a Wapak player. It changed direction, and the keeper was completely caught flat-footed.
And, I guess that's why you always put the ball towards the goal, right?
Absolutely.
Anything can happen when that ball's heading towards the goal. So at the 27-36 mark, St. Mary's goes ahead 1-0 with the goal by Tabby Nouse with the deflection from Wapak.
And soccer is a funny game. You see all the intense for the penalty kick and everything with that, and then it's something as simple as a routine shot that just ricocheted in.
And I'm glad you caught. I did not see the ricochet.
Absolutely, it caught the Wapak player right on the back of the leg, and the keeper was completely crossed up by it.
But she's heading one direction. Ricochet's back. It's tough to adjust.
Yep. I don't know if she even saw the ricochet. I think she just went to go to her spot and the ball was behind her.
Gotcha.
So hopefully as we do this longer, we'll have replay so I can look back and go, am I right or am I all whack?
Right. Yeah, tonight's broadcast was just to see if we could actually do it. And we're running a two-man crew. As I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to commentate and run the camera at the same time. And Coach Ring is providing providing his soccer professional insight, which is greatly appreciated. And yeah, we'll see what the future brings for Rider Nation Station and the boys and girls soccer games during this 2020 season. Apparently, we had some type of foul assessed against the Rough Riders.
Yep, we got a pushing foul in St. Mary's. So
goes over the top of everybody. Kylie Tennant seeing a little bit of action and rolls the ball out.
That was dangerous. There was 4 red players and only 1 white player. That was dangerous.
We got some speed. We got a ball up ahead. Oh, and she misses it.
And he's going to call another.
In the box?
Nope, he's going to call it out of the box.
Is that discretion there?
Oh, that is. The coach in me wants to say something, but the commentator will say, yeah. So he didn't want to give another PK, in my opinion, as a coach, but yeah, it's in his discretion.
So Tabby Nouse is going to have this free kick just outside of the box. So what is this, a 20-yard?
It should be. I think he's going to set it right at the 18, so it'll be about 18 yards out.
So he'll set it pretty close to.
I think he's actually going to go at 20 yards. 20 yards.
And the girls have to be how many yards back?
10 yards.
Tabby strikes and she puts it through the uprights.
So that was not quite a 10-yard wall.
And the strategy there, are you trying to hit the upper 90 or trying to find somebody coming through? What?
It all depends. It's a lot of these are called set plays, and each club does it differently, and teams do it differently. Sometimes you got a real good shooter, so you'll take the shot. Sometimes you'll do a pass and then try to get it that way. It just depends on how their wall sets up and how their sets up. So, and then what you practiced.
Gotcha. Back to action here. Sounds like we're going to have another foul. Referee coming in hard. He's going to mark the spot where the ball is going to be put down for the Redskins.
We practiced when I coaching. We practiced many different ways, but usually I left it up to the kicker at that point, unless I saw something he didn't. So, and then I would call it out if I saw something that I wanted done. But usually left it up to the kicker.
Nice step up by Kendall Daringer. Controlled by Walpock at midfield.
The Walpockers went to 3 in the back, so they've come out of their shell, and they're going to try to attack St. Mary's for this final 23 minutes. It definitely changed their formation a little bit, trying to push their outside backs up. So, see if they can get it tied back up.
Once we get the ball back, we're going to have a throw in for St. Mary's.
And this ball out of bounds is really changing the game because there's some long periods. That free kick took forever because they had to get the ball out of the ladies' yard.
Step up by the Redskins. There's Peyton Wilson controlling it. Nice dribbling. Passes to Maddie Anthony.
St. Mary's hope they continue to attack because it'd be nice to get another goal to take a little out of the Walpock's sails.
Yep, a little more of a safety net.
Yeah, Walpock's mad a little bit because that wasn't really a dangerous play, and it scored. So, but you had it right. I'd rather have a shot than lose possession.
Yep.
I'd rather have a shot. You never know.
You're right, and we were just talking before of limiting second multiple shot opportunities.
Absolutely.
And had that breakaway and led to a penalty kick because there was going to be a second opportunity.
Yep.
And the PK didn't work, but Tabby now struck just a little bit later after that.
Did Tabby take the PK?
She did.
Okay, so good for her. Good for her. That's awesome.
So once the foul is called, how quickly can the team, the offensive team, put the ball into play on a direct kick?
By rule, it's almost immediately. As soon as you set it down and the ball it hasn't moved and it's stationary, you should be able to go.
So you don't have to wait on the defense to get set up?
You don't have to wait on anything.
Don't even have to wait on the official. Once the ball's set where it's supposed to be.
By rule. But some officials, I've had it where they won't let you go because they want to get you 10 yards. Well, you don't have to get 10 yards.
You have to ask for that.
You're supposed to, but sometimes the officials, you don't always get it. So a lot of times you need to know how the officials are going into the game on whether you can go fast. Salina's famous for going fast, both on the boys and the girls side. As soon as they can set it down, they go. And you got to be prepared for that.
Yep. Wapak kicks it out, going to be thrown in by Kendall Daringer.
Nice job.
Daringer to Wilson. Wilson brings it back to the middle. Strike to the left is going to go out. Tabby Nouse. Nope, Lydia Will can't chase that down. That was a strike by number 15, Ella Jacobs.
A little bit more patience. A little more patience than St. Mary's.
Goalie's tired chasing that one out of the ladies' yard again.
Again, and that's hopefully teams watching this and coaches, this is going to be a big issue throughout the season. It's something that's going to have to be dealt with. So it's definitely different.
And I think probably what makes matters a little bit worse here is playing on the turf, which that ball is going to have a little more velocity than maybe in some taller grass like we see at Rough Rider Field.
Absolutely. And some of these facilities that have the fences close to the field are going to be an issue with it bouncing over the fences. So,
oh, yep.
And it was even an issue Friday night for football. Bath lost the ball a couple times on our sidelines, had to send somebody over to get it. So,
Elena Minker is checking back in for St. Mary's, and she gets the throw. She's got it. Passes with a nice pass over to Maddie Anthony. Maddie Anthony.
They've done a nice job
over to Tabby Nouse
of controlling the midfield possession, but they're having the same problem. That loose and errant pass at the end.
Just as we talk about it, we see one there go out. Wapak's going to have a throw, and St. Mary's up 1-0 with 19 minutes to play.
See if Wapak, as we get closer to 0, how much more pressure they try to put on St. Mary's. There's only good scoring opportunity for Wapak. Oh, that could be danger. That could be danger.
I don't think our passer saw the Redskin coming hot and heavy, and Kylie Tennant does what she needs to and gets that cleared out.
And she put her keeper in an awkward situation because she can't use her hands at that point because she directly passed it to her. She's not allowed to pick it up with her hands. So
we've got stoppage. Looks like for an injury. We've got a gal running off the field right now. So the referee put both arms above his head and clasped the wrist and stops the time at 18:20. And coming in for the Redskins is number 11, Michaela Bailey.
Yeah, St. Mary's there to clear it out.
Between the legs, Peyton Wilson.
Nice. Yeah, he's going to call that foul.
And so that foul call wasn't called immediately when it happened. And I think that's something that people fail to understand. And why is that, Dave?
Well, soccer being true to its roots, you want the play if advantage can come to that and the ball goes to us and I can continue up the field and take advantage of it. You tackling me so that I don't go up the field doesn't give you an advantage. So that's one of the reason advantage is in the game. But the referee also has the ability, if advantage doesn't pan out, to call it back to the original foul. Good opportunity.
Wide open aerial fast.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
That was a great shot, and that was a great save by the keeper, Allie Wilson. Stretched up arms, and she does what she's taught to do is to clear that ball out. Going to result in a corner kick for St. Mary's. I'm going to zoom in to see if I can tell who that is.
Coach and me is screaming, pick a corner, pick a corner.
Yeah. So to the corner for St. Mary's is senior Tabby Nouse. She puts it
short.
on.
Nice.
Yep.
Now they're going to try and cross into the middle. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Got a body on it with
Yep.
Lillian Ankerman. Scooped up and punted away by Allie Wilson.
And that's what we had talked about earlier. Different ways of doing the corner kicks, and a lot of that depends on what the defense is giving you. That was a great opportunity. See if we can get a good cross. Got
Tabby with the shot. And
that's
good.
That's it.
So Tabby Nouse puts number 2 on the board tonight at the 16:29 mark to increase the Rough Riders lead 2-0. Tabby Nouse.
That was very
That was
good.
a great shot, and distance on that was probably 15 to 17 yards, Dave.
Yeah, and not from a great angle either. At first I thought she was crossing the ball. It was definitely a shot, not a cross.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect her to do that with the angle that she had. So that's a good goal. We'll take it. I think it caught the keeper a little off guard too.
So Tabby Nouse increases the Rough Rider lead to 2-0. A little more of a safety net for the Rough Riders.
That's definitely what I was looking for the Riders to do, because now they can force Walpock to have to even open up more to get back in it. And St. Mary's has got good speed, and I think they can take advantage of Walpock if Walpock starts pressing up. So
got a foul called against
now
the Redskins.
You just seen it. That ref pointed this way. This ref pointed that way. They talked on the headsets and got it right. That's
okay.
That's a great example, because one saw one thing, one saw something else.
Left side, Lydia Will tries to cross it over, finds the speedster Tabby Nouse. Just a little too much speed as that ball rolls to the maintenance garage. Got to have a goal kick.
Is Tabby a senior?
She is a senior.
Okay. Well, that's a nice way to start off the WBL your senior year.
Yes.
Especially after missing the PK,
yep.
making up for
She's
it.
making up for that awesome. That PK. 2-0. St. Mary's. 2 goals, Tabby Nouse.
You're going to have those highs and lows in the game, and it's how you handle it. And she's done a great job. A lot of credit.
Another foul called against the Rough Riders. Quick direct.
She could have hung her head. Good opportunity for Walpock here. Got to be careful. She's in the box. Make sure you don't bring her down. Be careful. Out for a corner. Now this will be a good chance to see how aggressive Walpock gets, how many they send down there for the corner kick.
Corner awarded to Wapakoneta.
They're leaving one back. Yep, leaving one back.
I've got a post right in the way, so I can't get the the corner. Let's see if I move this
again.
Just a tad.
Again, they got to chase the ball.
Yeah, we'll get you on.
All right. Oh, went top of the box. Nice cross. Nope, didn't get it in play.
So a scoring opportunity for the Redskins. They come out empty. 13:50 is the time left for tonight's contest. And again, just a beautiful night for soccer, a beautiful facility for soccer, beautiful backdrop of the city of Wapakoneta and the courthouse in plain view. It's a beautiful evening, and we're televising live soccer.
Nice ball outside. Now see, she's going to be a shooter. Oh.
So Tabby was trying to pull the hat trick there.
Absolutely.
Nice footwork, slicing and dicing between defenders, but miss hits, goes wide right, and goal kick for the Redskins.
Just like Walpock went quick. As soon as she set it down, it's not moving, they took off. Especially down 2 goals, I don't blame them. They're trying to go.
They've got to move, yep.
Catch St. Mary's off guard, too. So
off of St. Mary's, got to be a throw in for the Redskins.
So,
and that's going to be a St. Mary's ball. Kendall Daringer is to throw the ball in. Got
gonna get her.
Got an elbow with a push, and so St. Mary's going to have a direct here.
Nice try
Little
to
give and
jump
go,
the ball.
back to fast. The freshman controlling the ball up top, loses it.
Yep. St. Mary's has done a good job not to lose the ball in the middle third. They've been pretty good, but they
Lacey working against Jacobs.
Yep.
Gonna be St. Mary's throw in.
Yeah,
Finds nothing there except for some defenders.
Yep. St. Mary's needs to stay with their possession. They don't want to start just dumping it in. Got time. Don't give Walpock opportunities. Nice. Good pass. Looks like a shooter. Keeper missed it. Nobody fouled up. Got to foul.
That could have been a second chance attempt right there.
Absolutely. So again, that errant pass in the middle third. That's been a little bit. If there's anything to work on in practice this week, it'll be that.
Danger controls, ricochets off her feet.
Definitely
passing down. There is Anchorman.
Anchorman in the middle. Gonna take a
Anchorman
long shot.
fires.
Yep.
That's going to be wide left. 11 minutes to go in this first game of the WBL 2020 season for St. Mary's. They are up 2-0 off of 2 goals by Tabby Nouse.
I just don't see the sense of urgency out of Walpock yet. I was expecting a little bit more, but they're not pressing the attack as much as I thought they would.
They had a scoring opportunity just over a minute ago, came up empty, but we really haven't seen too many scoring opportunities. That shot just kind of drops into the waiting hands of the goaltender.
Really, they've only had 2 real scoring opportunities today. So, and they're still got eight behind the ball at most of the time.
So, Dave, you'll see on Thursday night the Schaff Auto Sales video board. It's just absolutely amazing. Thanks to Aaron High and Todd Klosterman and Emily Klosterman. They've done some magical things for St. Mary's sports, and you'll see more of that later this year. And that board puts the statistics up on the fly.
That's
so
awesome.
You got somebody working the laptop for a save, for a shot. I can't think of what the third category is right now, and it's
probably corners.
Yeah, it is, and it's up there, and it's a great tool for St. Mary's and for the fans to see, statistically how the game is going, other than the score.
It's a great addition. I can't say how I got to see it last night for the Bokkins game, and it's just amazing to have that at Rough Rider Field, and love the improvement. Can't thank them enough for their generosity.
Yep, it's a true asset, and it's the only one that is actually operable installed and operable at this particular time. I think there's going to be a video board that's working on being installed at the gymnasium, and hopefully by the end of the football season, we should see one at the football field.
That's going to be awesome. And again, can't say enough thank yous for the generosity in helping Rough Rider Athletics.
Absolutely. So we're at the 8:23 mark here at Wapakoneta, at a beautiful facility in its own right as well. And St. Mary's is holding on to a 2-0 lead. Their first game, they lost to Liberty Benton, I believe, 3-2.
3-2, yes.
And so they are looking for that first victory on this young season for Lady Rider soccer.
You just need to be patient this last 8 minutes, and that was clean.
So it's clean because she got a foot on the ball. Is that?
She got the ball first, and she played the ball and not the person.
Okay.
And that's going to be. Some coaches see it differently. I've always seen it, as long as they're playing the ball first, and the players has to make the adjustment also. You just can't run straight. when you know I'm going after the ball. So, but
I think we just got an offsides call.
we did, and I'm not sure how.
And was that a throw-in?
I'm a little confused on that one. So, again, we don't have the replay, so I can see exactly what he saw. I didn't see it that way.
Due to some quarantining.
Yeah, that and that's definitely possible.
And that's something that all teams are going to have to be prepared for all year long.
Absolutely.
If trends continue with tracing, and we'll see whether or not that holds true or not. But hopefully everybody stays healthy and gets to continue to get some normalcy with athletics
nice
and
job,
playing.
Nice job. Patience. Oh, I wish you'd have taken that a little bit closer. A little bit more.
Lillian Anchorman dribbles in, but not quite far enough for the liking of Coach Ring, and fires the ball directly at Wilson.
Yeah, I would like to take that and then put it on the right foot and slot it in instead of taking that lefty. That's excellent work, though. That's a beautiful run.
Maddie Anthony splits two defenders, tries to make a pass, does not connect, but Walpock's going to run that ball out.
Yeah.
Quick throw in, but no, he must.
What's he doing?
I don't know what he was doing.
Well, that was a bad throw in to begin with.
I thought maybe we had a sub, that's why he was stopping, but there was nobody at the flag.
Well, she threw it in bad the first time, and then I thought that's why he stopped it, and then she did it again, so she didn't go all the way back.
And you can lose possession of the ball on a throw in if you do not throw it in correctly.
Absolutely.
And if you pull up your foot,
don't throw it over the top. Don't throw it into the play. If it doesn't come in play in high school, it's a turnover. So
witnessed that last night. The ball never came in to play as they were trying to throw it down the sideline, just did not get it in.
Yep.
And then also, if you kind of got how would I describe this? If you put a little twist and the ball is coming over the side of your head, maybe.
And that's all by referees call it differently. Usually as long as your arms are coming over the top, the spinning, when you see guys spin them, the referees usually let that go. But again, it's knowing your referees and what they'll tolerate and what they won't. So
sub for St. Mary's, number 5, Amelia Anchorman comes in.
2 coming off of Walpock.
And a couple subs for Walpock. Bad shot by the cameraman trying to do too many things. Krista Rupert checks back in for St. Mary's.
And remember, all complaints, Doug Spencer
Yeah. This is our scrimmage for soccer, so we're all about improvement. So we'll take constructive
I'm hoping
criticism.
everybody's enjoying it. I'm so excited for soccer in general in the WBL, but for St. Mary's to have live telecasts is just fantastic. I'm overjoyed. Glad I've got to see that. I just wish it was under different circumstances than COVID-19.
And the idea of Rider Nation Station doing this is that there's limited seating.
Yes.
And so this allows beyond parents to be able to come out and watch their young players play this game of soccer. And,
absolutely. And the ability, since it's on the YouTube channel, to be able to watch it again and
to perpetuity.
Absolutely. And that's exciting to know that these games are going to be there, which have not been there in the past. So I'm excited for the both the boys and the girls team. Nice play by St. Mary's. If there's big thing to work on for St. Mary's is possession in the middle third and making that, not losing that pass like that.
Yeah.
They do a great job of possession, but they struggle in that middle third to maintain it. Just like that, they're given opportunities.
Wisely kicks it out.
I hear St. Mary's coach James yelling out, out from way up here. And St. Mary's got a minute and a half. Now that's something that could come into play. St. Mary's could get the ball down in the corners and then hold on to it. That'll be something that's unique to our game. It's sort of like taking a knee in football. It's killing the clock.
Yes.
So, and that may come into play here in a minute.
And a lot of times, what do I remember from you? Parking lot?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Parking lot. Put in the parking lot. And especially with having to chase it now, it's even better.
Which I wonder, close games, they're probably going to stop the clock in that instance.
Absolutely.
You may be back 60 seconds later and have 3 seconds to play.
And they stopped it on us more than once, but I didn't stop what I was doing. Nice ball. Nice ball. Let's see if she can get to it. Nice. Very nice. Good pass inside. Here comes the goalie. Hope there's not a collision. Good.
We're at 20 seconds to go. St. Mary's holding on to that 2-0 lead. They're going to take home their first WBL victory over the Wapakoneta Redskins.
Should put a 1-1 on the season and 1-0 in the WBL.
8, 7, 6, 5.
And I do believe in soccer, they are competing for the WBL title. I know they're not in football.
Oh, really? Well, they're playing a full season, so yeah, that makes sense.
So I do believe that they are competing for the title.
Well, there you have it, folks. Rider Nation Station was successfully, with one glitch right before halftime, able to bring you live soccer here at Wapakoneta Harmon Stadium. And it was a pleasure to do it alongside Coach Dave Rinks. St. Mary's put 2 goals in, both by senior Tabby Nouse. She had an opportunity for that PK, hit the crossbar, and I swear it jumped straight in the air 20 feet and came back down. And she made up after that with 2 more goals to put St. Mary's on top 2-0. Dave, any last thoughts before we wrap this broadcast up?
Well, it's always nice to beat your rivals, and this is important because Walpock, they've struggled with them over the last couple of years on the ladies' side. So I'm glad to see them get the W, and looking forward to the Walpock St. Mary's boys soccer game and football game coming up this week.
Absolutely, and Rider Nation Station is going to have that game brought to you live, so make certain that you subscribe to the Rider Nation Station YouTube channel. Make certain you say thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors who make this available, and make certain you just have a great night as you're taking a look at the clock tower of the Auglaize County Courthouse. And Dave, it's shining blue right now.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful sight, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, both on the boys and girls side, and Friday Night Lights also. So,
all righty. For Dave Ring, I'm Doug Spencer. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks.
Awesome. All right, let's get it packed up. I'll help you carry down. Are you sure you want to stay straight? Yes.